Good morning, my name is Matt Rojo, and my project title was How to Reduce Consumption Through Physical Activity. Whether it was something specific like weight training or running that I'm familiar with, or maybe something as simple as getting a walk or an exercise band. And it's just a simple message of realizing the benefits of what an increased level of physical activity can have on a person's overall life. My personal experience was with a rotator cuff injury. Ripped it playing football. I had my surgery to fix it, had my arm in a sling. It's projected that I had 7 to 9 months recovery time. I was able to come back at 4.5, about 5 months, and they said that if I didn't have that muscle mass around the tissue that was damaged, that the recovery time, would have taken 7 to 9 months to recover more quickly. And I realized that because I was able to come back quicker, I was done commuting to physical therapy, which means I didn't have to shift my work schedule around to get there. I didn't have to provide daycare with my children or play dates after school so that they could be there while I was at physical therapy. I didn't have to pack a lunch so that I could go there. I was able to eat in my own house. I didn't have to pay for fuel to get there. And it freed up my surgeon. My idea was to kind of generalize it in such a way where it can apply to anybody's life. And I thought about it and said, okay, well, what about people who may not be in college? What about people who may not walk or run or have any level of physical activity at all? And try to think about just practical matters of application where something as simple as a walk might reduce the level of joint problems in your knees. It may help you align your spine a little bit. How sitting on an exercise ball at home while you're even watching television can strengthen your core so that maybe the ride to work is a little less difficult. Maybe sitting behind your desk while you're there for an hour at a time before taking a break might actually help somebody be comfortable throughout their day, might actually increase their level of productivity, maybe their general happiness with what it is that their lives involve. And just kind of turning them into black and white, so to speak, where you don't see a purple exercise ball at a gym. You see a tool that might help benefit you while you're in your Honda Civic or you're sitting, at your Mac while you're working. So if you think about it and then you actually plan for it, then you can reap the benefits of the enjoyment of it, whether it is, being able to swim faster, run faster, and beat the clock if that's something you're into with competition, or something as simple as not going to the doctor as often and not having to plan daycare for your children because you have to go to physical therapy or something like that. Maybe reducing, your copay at the doctor's appointment by every 6 months, not having to show up for the more than a routine checkup, or not having to pay a copay for prescriptions at CVS. And these are real things that people deal with every day, whether it's a spine injury from being in a car accident or maybe, a slip and fall in the home. If their body's a little bit more sustainable to receive that impact of that blow, and then their level of activity kind of mitigates the physical harms that result of it, trauma doesn't need to be so traumatic, so to speak, and maybe that can help reduce things in their normal lives and be better for people as a benefit overall.